Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Unmistakably. A header! That's going to go a long way. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And it's Koundé. Koundé, now the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. In once more. And that has been cleared. Ball's gone out of play. Messi. De Jong. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
He's shifting through the gears here. Mignon claims it without any fuss. Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And it's Batasagi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Turns back here, probably the best option. Paris Saint-Germain are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Ricci. Rafael Leao. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Yamal. Yamal.
Oh, really well played.
He's found a way through. Rashford! He will be livid with himself. Batasagi. Pavlovic. Batasagi. Looking for the run.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And Dyke is there, and he can get that clear. Messi. This is De Jong. And it's Balde. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Batasagi. And here's Messi. Fofana. Looking to play him in, and he's managed to get free. Azar. Oh, that's clever. He's having a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
It is a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi with the short one. And it's Balde. It's a promising position. Goes for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Modric. Now it's Selmakers. Now it's Fofana. Now it's Rafael Leao. The muscular approach does pay off here. Rafael Leao is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Salmakers. Salamakers has got himself a free kick. And it's Salamakers. De Jong. Koundé. Hazard looks to get on the end of this. It's a pretty loose pass. Played down the flank. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. He is through here. Crosses. Oh, smashing header. And the half-time whistle goes. Paris Saint-Germain are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Paris Saint-Germain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain, numero 25.
And we're underway again.
Lascia il campo per il
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Big chance! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pavlovic. Rafael Leao.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Modric. Rafael Leao. He's got away. Nicely aimed pass. Rafael Leao was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Rafael Leao in with the challenge. And here's Messi. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Played back in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the counter is on. Messi picks it up out wide. Up he goes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Played back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Played in. Keeper has taken decisive action. There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Ricci. Priol wins the duel this time. Rashford looking to run onto it. He's picked his way through. And the shot! Just off target.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Milan making consecutive changes here. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio di giocatori.
Modric. And Tomori. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Fofana. Tomori. Rabiot. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Rashford. Ball driven towards the far post. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rashford just eases him off the ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Koundé, it's an inviting-looking ball, that. Great defending, strong and determined. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Nice-looking ball. And he plays one through. Mignon claims comfortably.
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's in a great position here. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
5 minutes to add. That has been cut short. Rabiot. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. And we're done. Paris Saint-Germain pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Yamal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Paris Saint-Germain leave it late, but in the end, it was great. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. Arsenal have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
The action has already started. Messi making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
He's got away. Balde tries across. Gabriel with the clearance. Subimendi. Saliba. Played out towards the right wing. Pedri. That's Rijkaard. That's good running with the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rashford. Now here's the delivery. Saliba is there and he can get that clear. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Pedri. And it's Messi. Balde. Tries to pass it through. Yamal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Calafiori cuts out the pass. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rice. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
That's an excellent interception. Has a look up and drives it forward. And here's Saka. Arsenal looking to pass their way. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0. Big chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Saka clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Trossard.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard chasing after it. Yamal. Messi. And he gets rid in a hurry. Approaching the half-hour mark. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Saka.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. And it's Eze. Koundé. Yamal. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Calafiori. Trossard. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Aimed beyond the defence.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Timber. Van Dijk gives no quarter whatsoever. Will play through for the wide man. Rashford. Half-time getting close now. Played into space. And he's straight offside. Somewhat off target. Gabriel. Now Saliba. And it's Timber. Now it's Saka. That's been cut out, well played. Nicely shaped ball. Saliba calmly anticipates. And it's Eze. And here's Saka. What a throw in. Looking to play him in. Eze picks it up out wide. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Cambio di giocatori.
Here we go again then.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rashford with the cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, that's well spotted. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Looking for options for movement. Rashford, and he's managed to get free, and the shot! In he goes again. Oh, taken with style. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Over to the left. Rashford. And they've got a throw.
Calafiori gets across to intercept that. Now it's Trossard.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113
Van Dijk
spettatori.
produces the perfect tackle there. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Subimendi. Saliba. That's Eze. Rice. Timber. Saka.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Saliba. And it's Rice. Distributed tidily. Can he get it through? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Always onto this. That'll be a throw. Rice. Now Trossard. Well, that has not gone well. Aims beyond the defence. Rice, Priol, spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. Gabriel, Rice, Saliba, Eze. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's the chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? And the ball is out of play. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Raya is there to clear. And it's Conte. Priol. Nicely aimed pass. Great vision. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Cleared without hesitation.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down and
Shot a goal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
it's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Numero 33, numero 12. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5, il numero 4.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Mbappe coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And here's Saka. It's a good ball out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance for a shot! It's a foul. It could be a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Goal! Arsenal! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, been awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head.
That's a sharp pass. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been slung wide. Well, that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There's the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Capier wins the duel this time. Tries to pass it through. That is a little undercooked. Now it's Martinelli. Martinelli is flagged offside. Messi. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Eze. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good move. Great chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Lamine Yamal certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. It's been shipped out wide.
There they go, hunting again.
Saka has got himself a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Added time is up and there goes the whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was...